The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me one. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-grind them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your, bring all. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to you. The W, the O, the R, the K. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Good morning, good morning, good morning, my good people. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody is up. I hope everybody's after it. It's pre-Thanksgiving. And we're gonna go ahead and get the stream moving on pre-Thanksgiving day. We are out here going to look at the markets, going to look at some news, going to look at what's going on. Going to get into some stuff. Got some good stuff rolling on through here today for the markets. They're performing pretty well today. So, we like it. We like it. We like what we see over here in the markets right now. They're doing okay. They're just doing okay. So on your guys' way in, do me and the channel a favor. Tap that like button, tap that share button on TikTok over there. All my people, I see you guys rolling in over there. Love TikTok. Go ahead and keep tapping that screen. Get them likes up. Get us in the old algorithm. Share this thing out. Make sure you guys are sharing it. Make sure that you guys are tapping that screen because TikTok likes that, and get us up in the old algo too. I was off for a week last week, so kind of got kicked out of the old algo, but that's all good. It's all good. Say what's up to my people over here around here. So on TikTok, X, and YouTube. What's up, Junior? Hi, good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on, my man? What's going on? Crypto Savvy, how are you? How are you? Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you. Giving everybody a chance to get in. I'm gonna go ahead and get on into some news, get into some market and that, get into the market. I'm gonna look at some prices. Gonna do what we gotta do, guys. So we are up. We're at it. So we're ready. We're ready. We are ready. Let's go ahead. Let's get after it. Let's get right in and after it, guys, because it's pre-Thanksgiving stream, so maybe not our tops, but yeah. So because your boy got some work to do and all that good stuff. So, what we got going on over here in the markets, the Asian markets, they traded, man, they knocked it out last night, baby. They traded good last night. They knocked it out. They did their thing. The Asian markets look really good. Coming over here to the European markets, oh, baby, they look green. They look good too. They look like they want to wake up today and start trading well. So, we love that. We love that. Definitely the European markets look good. United States pre-markets over here looking good, baby. Looking good. Looks like we want to open the market all in green today. And that's what we want to see, baby. Green, 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 green. Let's go. But they look really good today as well. So big news here. HP, they're gonna lay people off. Their earnings were crap. They're gonna lay people off. So that's the issue that we're having right now. Is some of these big layoffs killing the job numbers right now. So we're having these issues in the markets right now. But we'll work through them. But yeah, HP is the latest company right now to have some trouble in the financial
in the financial industry over there. You got Nvidia right here saying that their chips are a generation ahead of Google's chips, as you guys may or may not know. What's up, Scottish? Good morning, good morning, good morning. David, good morning. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Well, you got Nvidia over here saying that their chips are a generation ahead of Google's chips. If you know, Google came out with some chips, said that they were going to release some chips here and rival Nvidia. I like the competition. And Google stock is hitting highs for the year right now. So it's that's a good thing. But I like the competition. I'm invested in both, so if they can just keep battling each other and keep raising the prices for each other, then life is good. Life is good for DG, right? My man Scottish is in the building. HP was my first ever PC. Mine too, brother. HP then Dell. So yeah, mine too, man. It sucks to see these computer companies taking hits like this, but what are you gonna do? Richard, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? What's the real prediction of XRP by the end of the year? By the end of the year, $3. $3 by the end of the year. Morning, brother. Yeah, it's morning, brother. It's morning. $3 by the end of the year, probably, and we'll get into the reasons why here in just a second. But yeah, it's one of them things. But yeah, so let's go ahead. Let's look at some of these ETFs, right? And we got B-Sol over here, the Solana ETF, at $18.10. Looks like it did pretty well yesterday. It got into a hole here, and it's digging itself out at $18.10. Like that. You got the IBIT ETF, the Bitcoin ETF from 21 shares sitting at 49.50. This thing's been beat up over the last couple of days. Looks like it's starting to run itself, pull itself out of that. But here's the Grayscale XRP ETF Trust right here, and this is kind of Ken. Good morning, Ken. But this is kind of what we want to look at and see kind of why I say $3, right? I think with the ETF launches for XRP will get a positive gain off of this, right? But the Grayscale ETF right now sitting at $42.70. It's relatively new, so we'll come down here and look at some of the stats on this thing. So the weekly high was $44.35, and obviously that was set yesterday, I believe. In the weekly low came in at $39.85, right? Set on the same day. So you had a low, the high set on the same day, right? So my thought here is that this thing's going to pick up steam a little bit. How much? I don't know. We're going to find out how big of an appetite the market really has for all of these ETFs that are coming out. But we'll see. We'll see what the appetite is, and by the bigger the appetite's going to be, the bigger that these ETFs take off, which means obviously the more price action you're going to get on the chart. What the fuck has happened to what the fuck has happened to YouTube? Laughing out loud. YRX. I don't know, man. I have no idea, brother. I have no idea, my man. My man Ken's in the building. Morning. Good afternoon to you over there in the UK, though. But yeah, I mean, the Grayscale XRP ETF is actually performing pretty well. It's not doing bad at all. So it's hanging in there and sitting here at $42.70. We'll see. I'm waiting for that BlackRock XRP ETF to take off. I think that BlackRock XRP ETF to launch. I think that's going to be the catalyst. I think that Grayscale, Cambria, all the rest of them will just get you to where you need to go. But but that 21 shares, the BlackRock one, will probably be the one. Will if you're going to get a huge amount of volume, that's going to be the one. And that's just kind of how it rolls, because they have a lot of built-in people over there to buy them. So the big news here is Kevin Hassett seems to be the front runner for the new Fed chair. And this is kind of one of the things that are sending the markets back up, because we know Kevin Hassett's probably going to cut rates at a pretty alarming rate. So we'll see. But that's a dangerous situation, because if we cut rates at an alarming rate, it could raise inflation as well. So we're going to be in a sticky situation for a minute. We're going to see what's going to happen and how this thing's going to play itself out. Got the PPI data yesterday. Didn't come in great. Didn't come in great at all. Got the jobs numbers yesterday too. They kind of came in mixed, but they seem to want to refine these numbers every single month. So you got to wait for the numbers to come in on the refined numbers, because they seem to never be able to get this thing right the first time, which has always amazed me, that the United States government doesn't know how to calculate job data the first time around. It's amazing to me that's acceptable. That's acceptable behavior. But it is what it is, and we have to deal with what we have to deal with. So, yo, keep tapping that like screen over there on TikTok, y'all. We're running behind a little bit on likes, and TikTok's gonna get on us here in a minute. So keep tapping that screen. Keep tapping that screen. You guys that are coming in over here on X and on YouTube, go ahead and like the stream, share the stream out. So Scott says the new government. Yeah, we're gonna have some issues with all of that, Scottish. The tax increases, all of that stuff, man. It's all we're gonna have issues with every single one of it, man. We're in a very, very, Selmo says that. Scottish says that. Well, what's up, Selmo? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. But yeah, we're gonna have issues with all of that, man. It's not going to be good at all. So my man Selmo's in the building. Now we can really start moving, because my man Selmo's in here, and we can really start just pumping this bad boy up. But happy Thanksgiving Eve to everybody as well. So yeah, Kevin Hassett seems to be the front runner. But here's some great news here. Texas is going to start buying Bitcoin for their strategic reserve. They've already started. Texas is the first state actually to pull this off, right? And say, you know what, we're going to buy Bitcoin. We're going to put it in our strategic reserve, and that's what we're going to do. So big up to Texas, being the first state probably of many to do this, but Texas obviously is leading the way with their Bitcoin strategic reserve, and love to see that because everybody has talked about it. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's, all these states are, oh yeah, we want to do this. Even the federal government, oh yeah, we're going to have a strategic reserve. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And then nothing gets done. And Texas said, no, we're going to do it. No, we're done talking about it. We're going to do it. We're actually going to go out here. We're going to get ourselves some Bitcoin, and we're going to put it in our strategic reserve. And they're the first state to get it done. The federal government couldn't even get it done yet. Promises haven't been kept, right? Yeah, that's the one that launched on Coinbase. We're gonna look at that. Yeah, and they've been launching a bunch of projects over there. Some on that new on MON, the new layer 1 blockchain that launched off of Coinbase's launch platform just a couple of days ago. And they've actually been doing really, really well. And they've been launching a bunch of projects over there, and they've actually been doing good. And it's one of the few blockchains that are seeing a lot of volume right now. And I like to see it. But we'll get into a little bit of what some of the issues are in these markets, and that's one of them. But yeah, I definitely think that I like that platform. It's doing well. It's doing really well actually, and I think it's definitely got staying power. I think it's going to be one of the layer ones that stay around for a while. It's got a lot of venture capitalists behind it. It's definitely well funded, and you can't launch a blockchain anymore without it being well funded. If you launch a blockchain and it's not well funded, you might as well just go ahead and start getting a shovel out and digging your grave right now. I don't care if you got the best blockchain in the business. I don't care if you're the biggest, you're the baddest, you're the fastest. You can do everything and anything that anybody ever wanted. If you don't got money, just go ahead and get your shovel out right now, because you're dead. You're dead in the water. You can't even compete. So, so yeah, I like it, and it's well funded, and it's got great price action right now. In a market where price action is at a premium, it's got good price action right now. Franklin Templeton, they're going to start launching their Solana ETF as well. Definitely like they filed for Solana ETF. I like the Franklin Templeton Solana ETF coming out. I think Solana is going to get a lot of play in this ETF world. I think that they're going to do really well in the ETF aspect. I think the next big ones to launch and really do well in the ETFs and really push the prices are going to be Solana and XRP. And XRP just needs to wait for the 21 shares. That's the one. If that one doesn't do well and they don't get a lot of volume on the 21 shares BlackRock ETF, we got to probably rethink. What's going on in the ETF world. But I think Solana and XRP are going to do really well. There's too many ETFs being launched right now, and I don't think that they're all going to make it. But I do think Solana and XRP kind of will make it. We'll make it out of that storm. But yeah, there's way too many, and we're going to start talking about this oversaturated market and why we are kind of where we are right now, because it's something that not a lot of people talk about when it comes to market cap and it comes to liquidity and it comes to all of that stuff. But we'll get into it a little bit today. In the ETF market is about to get really oversaturated, really oversaturated. Good. Yeah, it was Bittensor. Yeah, Bittensor was pumping the other day. Bittensor seems to pump when nothing else pumps. It seems to pump by itself, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing as well. Zec Dash Bittensor seems to want to pump when the rest of the market's down. They want to pump. So I do like that reverse price action on them though, because it gives you a chance to make money even when the market's down. But yeah, they seem to pump on their own. What do we got? Bitcoin sitting at $86,890 right now. Not too bad. It's hanging in there, especially for a short week, right? You got to remember it's a short trading week in the stock market. It's a holiday week right now, getting ready to go into Thanksgiving and then the weekend. So yeah, and Black Friday. So if you can just hang on, you're not looking for a big pump right now out of any of these stocks or any of these cryptos. You're not looking for a big, huge pump. You're just kind of looking to hang on a little bit. And that's kind of what Bitcoin and Ethereum sitting at $2,908. Looks like it's kind of hovering between that high $2,800, low $2,900 range, which is good. BNB still getting beat up a little bit over here at $856.67. And that one's kind of fell underneath that $900 mark. So that's a bit of a concern right there. Solana sitting at $136.84 right now. Hanging on. It's hanging on. It's doing what Solana does, and it's starting up in certain ranges. and looks like it might be able just to hang on for the holiday weekend. But got to remember, guys, this market today is going to be crucial on how we go into Thanksgiving, and how we go into Thanksgiving and how we go into the weekend and stuff like that. So you're looking for a market that's just up a little bit and can kind of just hold on. XRP sitting at $2.17 right now. Again, just holding on. No big, huge price action there. Just kind of hanging, and that's okay. That's okay for right now. You can't always be pumping the markets, especially in times like these where you know you're getting into a shorter trading day. You know you're getting into a shorter, I mean, a holiday week. So you kind of got to temper your expectations a little bit, right? Of what's going to happen. The Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index still sitting at 15. The altcoin season still sitting at 25 out of 100. No big surprise there. The market's still in fear, and altcoin season is a long ways away. Cryptocurrency market cap sitting at 2.99 trillion, tipping on that $3 trillion mark, which is kind of a little iffy there, but with the market cap. But we'll get into a little bit of the market cap here in a minute too. I'm gonna take you guys into a little bit more of detail today. We got the Ethereum and Bitcoin ETFs. Looks like they put in a positive 207 million yesterday, which is good. Anytime from all this down we had, anytime you can get to the positive side of that is good for them and good for price action. See the Bitcoin dominance starting to fall a little bit, down to 57.9%, just slightly falling, but anytime it falls, that's a good thing. You want to see that Bitcoin dominance get to 55 and possibly below 55, but let's kind of see where this thing plays itself out. But it's starting to creep down a little bit, which is good for the rest of the projects. You got the Ethereum dominance starting to tick up a little bit at 11.8%. And you got the rest of the altcoins, which are the total three, sitting at 30.3%, which is slightly up from where we were on Monday. Great for altcoins. If we can keep that thing ticking just to the upside, just a little bit every single day, that's going to be great for altcoins. So, and that's what's happening right now. And that's what we like to see. We got the longs and shorts out there that are sitting out there right now that the market makers are looking at ticking up. Remember on Monday, we're at the 700 billion mark, right around 700 and a half. We're at 880.75 billion right now. So you're starting to see the liquidity in the market start to come back with the longs and shorts. So got to be careful with that, right? Got to be careful with that because the market makers will go to work here in just a second. And that's not really what you want to see. So people are always asking, what's going on in crypto? Why is everything just pumping and coming down, pumping and coming down? Well, it's simple. We can have a look, right? The number of cryptocurrencies traded right now, and this is just on CoinMarketCap, right? So this isn't even all of the cryptos combined together, right? So when you look at it, there's a total of 27.55 million cryptos right now out there right now that are sitting on a market that are to be traded. And let me just show you how idiotic and stupid this is right now. Total cryptocurrencies. You had just over the last 24 hours, you had 44,149 cryptocurrency projects launched. Think about this for a minute. So you're having a liquidity problem, right? In crypto. The liquidity is thin at best, right? And you're launching 44,149 projects in a day. Just one day. And then the last 7 days, you launched 221,767 projects over 7 days, right? And then the last 30 days, you launched 1.48 million projects. So think about this thing as a total market for a second. And people always ask, like, what is the problem? Why is this not like the last bull run? Why is this different than the last bull run? Well, it's simple. The last bull run, you had very minimal meme coins that were launched and really caught on, right? New projects. And they weren't being launched at 44,146 a day, right? So everybody was putting their money and concentrating on like 5 or 6 new projects, right? Think back to your St. Thomas, think back to your terrariums, think back to, these projects that were out here that got to, billions of dollars of market cap. It was because there wasn't so many projects out there. But now, because everybody's launching all of these projects all the time, your liquidity is going all over the place, right? It's just going all over. There's no rhyme or reason or anything. People are just, the degens are out there just throwing their money at everything on a dartboard and hoping that it sticks, right? So there's no concentration of liquidity, right? And what's happened is people are getting wrecked, right? People are literally getting wrecked out here because it's just a constant rotation of money. There's no new money coming in. So they're just rotating the money really fast. Rotate, which is why the majority of these new projects, none of them will run to $1 billion because it's a constant rotation, constant rotation of the same money in and out. So people ask, like, what is the problem? What legitimately is the liquidity problem in crypto? It's the number of projects that are out here. It's the number of projects that get launched every day. It's the number of projects that are out here. It's the number. This is legitimately an issue. A lot of people don't want to talk about it, but it's definitely an issue, and it is what it is, and unfortunately, this is a situation you have to deal with. So when you're getting into these new projects, just know that you have to play the same game that they play. You have to rotate, right? You have to rotate. You got to rotate quick, or you're going to be left holding the bag. Yeah, that's what I said, Ken. That's what I said, brother. Good to show. Just yeah, you got to show it, because at the end of the day, people are wondering, like, why is it their projects pumping? Well, your projects aren't going to pump because people are just rotating money all over the place. So if you're getting in a new project, if you're getting in a new launch, if it's a new project coming out, ride that first wave up, get your money, get the fuck out, take it off of your favorites, and never look back. It's how you got to play the game, man. It's how the game's played. And that's the game people are playing on you. So why wouldn't you play the game on them, right? So just you gotta pay attention to what's going on. And when we look at the actual cryptocurrency spot market, you're looking at a yearly. You're looking at yesterday, right? So people are saying, well, where's the market at? Where are we going? How are we headed? What are we doing? Blah, 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 right? Yesterday, we're up to 3.3 trillion in market cap, right? Today, we're down to 2.99. What does that tell you? It looks like the market's coming down a little bit, right? And then last week, we're up to 3.18 trillion, right? We're at 2.99, right? So I'm just trying to let you guys understand, these are the things that I look at when it comes to market cap, right? And the things that I look at when we say, what exactly are we looking at on market cap, and why do we say the things that we say, right? And last month we were looking at $3.77 trillion, right? So we're looking at 2.99 today. Last month we were looking at 3.77 trillion. We were looking at 3.7 trillion, right? That's a lot of liquidity coming out of the market, right? That's a ton of liquidity coming out of the market. And think back to what I said before about just 44,000 projects being launched in one day. And then think about the amount of liquidity that you've lost in a day, right? it's going to be hard for these things to go. And then you look at year over year, right? So our yearly high was $4.28 trillion, right? $4.28 trillion of market cap was our yearly high, right? So when you look at all of your altcoins and stuff of their highs and where they were at, we're sitting at $4.28 trillion, right? We're sitting at what, 2.99 today, right? You do the math, it's a little bit over half, right? A little bit over half for quick math, right? So, just give you guys a perspective of kind of where we are, right? That's kind of where we are. So when people are talking about, oh man, this project's going to go to a new all-time high, that's why I always ask, well, where is that money coming from? You know what I mean? Where's that new liquidity coming from, right? So that's the issue. That's the issue that we're having. Tim Skay, what's going on, brother? Happy Thanksgiving Eve to you, even though it's not Thanksgiving for you guys in Canada. But that's the question I ask, right? Like, where's that money coming from, right? And a lot of people that are launching projects can't explain to you where that money is coming from because there is no money in the market for what they're trying to do. And ask the questions. Watch your dev stutter on the answer. So what do we got? Yeah, Pi was pumping, man. What happened to Pi? They were pumping on the day. They were up on the day. Looks like they're taking a step back. Oh, there they go, right there. Pi sitting at 25 cents right now. It's pumping, baby. Up 4.4% on the day. They're pumping, baby. But look at MON, right? Look at MON, just freshly launched, up about 26.3% on the day. There is money to be made over here, right? Right here with this new project. And we knew that there was going to be a positive inflow to that because Coinbase basically is backing it, right? It was launched off their launch pad. They're backing it. We knew it was going to have good price action. Because of that, it instantly got listed on Coinbase. The one listing that everybody just like fights for is Coinbase and Robinhood, and it came out of the gate swinging. So you knew that there was going to be good price action on MON. So MON is doing its thing. But make no doubt, guys, this project too. This project will retrace, and we'll get into why I say that here in a minute. That's not to say that the project's not going to be successful. This project will be highly successful. They're launching projects over there like crazy, which is bringing volume, which is pulling that liquidity off of other chains and bringing it over to this chain. Again, we're recycling money, right? That's all we're doing is recycling money through the cryptocurrency market right now. So every million that they put on this chain means there's a million that they have to take off another chain in order to recycle that. Give me $50, you guys. Give me $50. Let's go. So this is what's going on with this blockchain right now, which is why you see the volume on other blockchains coming down because all that liquidity starting to funnel over to MON. SPX 6900. I keep telling you guys that this project is one to watch out for. I know it's a meme project and people don't really like to get into meme projects all the time, but this one is actually just hanging. This one actually is doing its thing. It's doing more than just hanging out. It's up 15.6% on the day. So it's definitely, and then there's Tau, there's BitTensor, pumped over the past 24 hours, sitting at $304 right now. Definitely pumping, and when the rest of the market's not, it's up 2.6% on the day. So not doing too bad. Getting over here on the hourly though, different story. We're starting to fill in them red a little bit. You see MON's only up 1.5% on the hour. It's going to pull back, and let's just go ahead and have a look at it, and I can tell you guys why I say that, right? So we're looking at MON right now, right? And we're looking at this thing, and this thing was out for leverage trading long before it even launched, right? So we got some data on how this thing's been trading, right? And we're gonna come over here. We're gonna go to the 4-hour. I think, yeah. I think the 4-hour tells the story, right? The 4-hour tells the story. It's the 4-hour is a mix between the day and the hour, right? Kind of get the best overview of where a project's gonna head, right? Um, let's see here. Let's get this up here for y'all. And get this thing moving for y'all. All right. So let's look at this thing. It's been leverage trade for a while now. High I can tell you guys was right around 5 cents, right? I think it'll get to $1 billion too, somehow. It's gonna retrace a little bit though. Look how overextended this thing is on a 4-hour. Look at how overextended this thing is, right? It has no choice. It has to come down, right? Look at the curve's already starting to bend. It's sitting at 4 cents, 4.8, right? But just look at how that thing is overextended. That it can't keep running hot like that. It can't keep running that hot. It's gotta retrace. It's gotta come back. And as an investor, you want to see it come back. You want to see a healthy chart. You want to see a chart where there's pullbacks and run-ups, right? When you look at this thing, and we'll get up here in just a second. All right, so when we look at this thing was trading. Let's just go right here to the thick side of that candle. Not the wicks, because that's the launch. This thing was being leverage traded before it was launched right around 11 cents. Right around 11 cents, right? So it was being leverage traded right around 11 cents, right? At launch. So as we come down through here, right, you see healthy retracements and then healthy gains on this thing. You see the ribbons this was a long downturn since the launch, right? Definitely turning to the downside. And then you see the reversal right here. It came back up, right? It did its thing. It came back up. It started to reverse again right here on the downside, right? And I think that we can say that this is probably a healthy run up right here, right? This is pretty damn healthy of a run up since the launch, right? So we can say like roughly up about in here is where it launched on Coinbase. Officially, outside of being leverage traded to where it is right now, that's roughly up 68% since it's launched, right? It's up 68%, right? So it did a 68% move to the upside, and coming out with a market cap that high, 68% is a good run up before you start to see some pullback, right? So here comes the pullback, I believe. Look at how that thing is like way overextended. It's got to come back. There's going to be a sell signal here coming in probably within the next couple hours on this thing. Just because of this right here, the extension on that. There's going to be a sell signal coming in. Which with all the name changes, I don't know, Timsky. I think YouTube's doing something. It's pulling over everybody's X handles, man. I don't know what's going on over there. But yeah, so MON, I mean, be careful. I mean, if you're holding it, you're gonna be fine. This thing's gonna go to probably $1 billion. It's gonna go to probably $1 billion, but it's gonna retrace at some point. That thing's extremely overextended on a 4-hour. Extremely. We look at SPX 6900. It's starting to get a little bit overextended as well. We talked about this on a 4-hour, starting to get a little bit overextended, but it had a good run. Look at the past couple days, like that's a healthy run up, right? if you got in a long position right here, where the indicator tells you get in a long position, you made a shit ton of money right here. You're just waiting for that sell signal to come in and and give you a little bit of a reversal. What's XLM doing right now? This project right here kind of got beat up a little bit. Got beat up just a little bit, sitting at 24 cents right now. If you're gonna spot hold XLM, it's a good spot to get in between 20 and 24 cents. This is a good spot. XLM, I think, is gonna still do all of $1, assume. Just with the amount of real world tokenized assets that they have going on over there. I think XLM is it's prime for some gains here. And with the pullback of the market, I think getting into XLM between that 20 and 25 cent range is probably a good price to start getting into XLM if you're not already in. Yeah, since CloudForce crashed, everything's been kind of funky, man. Everything on the internet's been kind of funky, man. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I think XLM's a good spot here. XLM's in a nice spot. Where's Ethereum? Look at Ethereum on a 4-hour here. Again, overextended. We're waiting for that sell signal to come so we can get a short in on this thing sitting at 29. Again, it looks like it wants to. It's overextended. It is what it is, guys. These cryptos have to get overextended. They have to pull back, and then they can run up. Like that's just a healthy chart. Solana, same situation. Sitting here at $135.91. Same situation. May see a little bit of a pullback in Solana today. Looks like it's starting to get above this one line here that's usually an indication of it being overextended and ready to pull back just a little bit. And you see a red candle coming in on it now. So that pullback is starting, right? It's starting for the day. XRP, same situation, way overextended on the 4-hour, way overextended on the 4-hour. They had a good pump up with the Grayscale ETF coming out. They had a good Grayscale, a good pump with the Grayscale ETF. A lot of buys coming in, all of that stuff. So now it's just kind of time to settle that in, right? To kind of settle that in, pull back just a little bit, hang on to probably that $2.12 range right there, and then start to make its next move to the upside, right? But you got to see that pullback, When you're running that hot, you got to pull back. You have to. If you don't, the bigger the run up without a pullback and then, gaining support, and this is what you guys got to look at in a chart. The bigger the run up, right? Without a pullback to regain a support level before you make a next run up, the bigger the drop, the bigger the downside is going to be. So if you see a chart that's going straight up like this, expect a straight up drop down, right? But if you see a chart that's coming up, it comes down a little bit, it sets a new support line, makes another move to the upside, comes down just a little bit more, makes a new support line, comes up just a little bit more, and it's like that. That's a healthy looking chart, right? That ebb and flow there, that's a healthy looking chart. But if you see something just shooting straight up, be very careful because that drop is going to come down just as hard. The BlackRock deposit 39 million. Let's see, 39 million worth of Bitcoin on Coinbase. Yeah, they did. That was a couple of days ago. They deposited that. Yeah, they deposited that a couple of days ago on Coinbase. BlackRock deposited, 300 and something million of Bitcoin. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is, man. Welcome to the institutions. Uh, you know, like 50 wait, $50. Yo, give me $50, man. Give me $50. Let's go. Everybody's over there on YouTube. They always tell me, give me $50. Give me $50. Give me $50, y'all. Give me $50. Yo, on TikTok, go like that stream. Go ahead, keep tapping that screen, y'all. We ain't got much longer left before we get up here out of here. Keep tapping that screen. Let's get the likes up. Let's not get TikTok on me about, are we still live? Are we just sleeping? What are we doing? So keep tapping that screen over there on X and YouTube. Go ahead, like the stream, share it out, and get us up in the old algo. But yeah, XRP looks like it's coming back down to $2.12, which is a good range for it to build some more support right there. And that's not a bad thing. But the big one here is the MOM. I mean, you look at that thing, has been on a nasty run. And this token is all about volume, right? A blockchain is all about volume. The more volume that you have on a blockchain, the more price action you're going to have, because you're using your token for the volume, because it's a layer one. It's all about volume, 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 right? And they have good volume, and they're sucking it off the other chains. Look, guys, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all, because here's the thing. If you launch a layer one blockchain or a layer two blockchain, you have to believe that your blockchain is the biggest and the baddest motherfucker out there. And you have to say, I'm going to go out and I'm going to steal all of this volume off the rest of these chains, and I'm going to be the biggest and the baddest out there. Right? And so I'm not mad. Some people, I've seen some posts saying, oh my God, MOM stealing the volume off of these chains. Now these chains are going to go, the price action is going to go down and yada, yada, yada. Yeah, you're right. It is. But here's the thing. If you want to get your volume back, you better do something to get your volume back. Right. So, and I love the healthy competition back and forth. And with these blockchains, because I think it makes them all better, right? It makes them all better. The competition makes everybody better. And not everybody's going to survive, right? Not everybody's going to make it when it comes to blockchains. Not everybody's going to survive. Not everybody's going to make it. Not everybody's going to have the volume that they thought they were going to have. Not everybody's going to have the volume that they want. But here's what I say to the devs that are out here crying about this, or the community members that are out here crying about this, or complaining about it. If you don't like it, tell your developers to do something different to get the volume back. Quit crying about it. There's a reason people left. There's a reason people left. Find out what that reason is and fix it, or don't. Period. So I like it. And not everybody's going to survive. I mean, you look at BNB. BNB took a massive hit. A massive hit on their volume over the last couple months. You don't see BNB out here crying about their volume going down over the last couple months, right? I see you, Heat. I see you too, Heat. I see you. You don't see BNB crying about their volume being lost, right? They're just out here working, getting their volume back. So to all the community members that are out here crying about MON coming out and taking volume off of other chains, shut up. Go to the devs, say, what are you doing to get volume back? And if the answer to that question is nothing, then that blockchain is probably not going to survive. It's just that simple. And that's how you got to evaluate things. In this world, that's how you got to evaluate things. If your devs aren't doing anything to make their project go, then get the hell out. So that, I mean, we're to the point in crypto where there's no more crybabies left, right? We're not crying. We're not crying. We're not whining. We're not doing any of that. We're looking at the people that are rolling these projects out and going, what are you doing? What are you doing? And if the answer to that question is nothing, take your money and go home. Get out of there. If you look at the devs and they don't have a plan, I don't care if it's a blockchain, I don't care if it's a meme coin, I don't care if it's an altcoin. If they don't have a plan on how they're going to make their project better, go home. Get out of there. And if they're looking at the community going, this is a community project, you got to do that. You got to do that, right? You guys got to get out here. You guys got to blast these posts. You guys got to do this. Take your money and go home. What is your plan? I didn't launch a token. I gave you my money. What is your plan to pump this bad boy? Don't ask me what I'm going to do. What are you going to do? Yeah, I'm being positive today, Heat. But I'm telling everybody, yo, this is what you got to look for. You know? Those people fall apart. You're damn right they fall apart, Selbo. Them projects that look at people and are like, yo, man, this is a community-based project, man. Everybody's got to get out here. Everybody's got to post. Everybody's got to, talk about my project. Everybody's, no, Joker, you don't pay me. I gave you my money. How am I going to get, think about this for a minute. Let's think about this realistically, right? I'm going to give you my money, and then you're going to tell me I got to go to work? What kind of shit is that? I gave you my money so you could go to work. Yo, who is this dude, man? My EBT. Oh, I know who that is. Stop it, Joker. Seiko, get your butt in here. Get your butt in here, Seiko. Quit coming in here with that account. Talking crap. We know who you are. Get your butt in here. Where's the motherfucking money? That's right, Ken. Where's the motherfucking money at, baby? Oh, Delmo, you better get your boy. Delmo, you better get your boy over there. Coming in here with an account talking about my EBT. Get your boy, Selmo. But no, man, the market's doing okay today, guys. Look, don't expect a big pump today, or obviously tomorrow, or obviously going into the weekend. You're looking to just hold on. That's all you're looking for. It's my EBT. It's my EBT, and I want it now. Oh, Seiko, you're a nut talking about it's my EBT, and I want it now. Yo, how'd that work out for you in November, baby? How'd that work out for you in November? Yo, they trying to take your pennies, baby. They trying to take your pennies. Yeah, people out here are going crazy when they talk about, yo, y'all ain't getting no EBT. Oh man, I was laughing, man. You see people on TikTok and everywhere going crazy. Oh man, my EBT. Oh my God, they're taking my EBT. What am I gonna do? Go get a job. Seiko, go get a job, dog. Although Nancy Pelosi is retiring, so Seiko, you should be all right. She'll get a pretty healthy retirement. She could probably give you about half of that. Her husband's got to take the other half. But my man Selma over there laughing at me. I can't help it, man. It's the day before Thanksgiving. We got to talk some sort of crap, man. But the market looks good. We got to just maintain right now, right? If BTC can maintain 86K and Ethereum can maintain 2,800, 28.5, XRP can maintain $2.12. Solana can maintain around 132 at the lowest. I think the market will be okay, right? I think the market's gonna do okay, right? But there will be a drawback in this market over the holiday weekend. Happens all the time. It's a holiday weekend. Remember, because when the markets are closed, there's no trading of ETFs, right? So you're not going to get the inflow from your Ethereum ETFs, from your Bitcoin ETFs, from your Solana ETFs, from your XRP ETFs. You're not going to get that inflow coming in. Even if it's just a small, minute amount, it still makes a difference when it comes to what you're putting on the chart. So without them inflows, then you're just dealing basically with a whole bunch of people that are out here throwing money everywhere. But just remember what we talked about today, though. As these projects come out, right? We're gonna get out of here in a minute. As these new projects come out, people are starting to pump their projects. They're starting to do. There's my man Seiko. Good morning, happy Thanksgiving Eve to you, man. Miss you, man. Where you been, dog? Where you been? But as these new projects, as people start to launch new projects, and you start to see X go nuts and TikTok go nuts and YouTube go nuts about all of these new projects that are launching, right? That's why I give you guys the numbers, right? Look at the number of projects that are being launched on daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, right? And then look at the amount of liquidity that's in the market and make an educated guess on whether or not you think that particular project can pull 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $10 million of liquidity from another project, right? Because that's what it's got to do. It's got to move it, right? Because there's no new money coming in, so it's got to move it. It's got to move it from one project to the next, right? Can that project move that money? And if they can't, then the chances of that project maintaining a pump are probably not good, right? And it's the same with even these altcoins that we look at, like your Solanas and your Chainlinks and all of that. You're to the point of the market where you have to look at it and go, in order for these prices to go up, these projects have to pull money from somewhere else, right? And what are they doing to take money from one project and move it to the next project, right? Because as you guys can see from the market cap, there's less liquidity coming into the market than there even was last month, right? So what are these projects doing to pull money from one project to another? And if the answer to that question is nothing, you have to take a step back and look at it and go, oh boy, they may be in trouble, right? They may be in trouble, and you gotta start to look at that with a very open mind, right? What are they doing? How are they doing it? Where's the money coming from? Where are they pulling that money from? How is the cryptocurrency market in general changing around us? And are these projects changing with that market? Because we are in a changing market. Everything was speculative before, and now we're starting to build the rails for cryptocurrency to be really a hub for real world tokenized assets, banking system, starting to build these rails for all of this stuff. And with limited liquidity, if they're not building the rails, then they're probably not going to make it, right? They're probably just not going to make it. And you got to come to that realization at some point. And that's just kind of is what it is, But with that, y'all, I'm up out of here for the day. I just want to get at you guys, man. Happy Thanksgiving Eve to everybody, man. Listen, go enjoy your family tomorrow for Thanksgiving, and stay completely out of crypto. Stay completely out of you don't even got to worry about the stock market because they're not open. But stay completely out of crypto. Don't look at the charts. Don't do anything. Go enjoy your family. Go enjoy your friends. Go enjoy the time that you have on these holidays to be thankful about what's important, and that's family, that's friends, that's everybody that's around you on a day-to-day basis that keeps you grounded. you know, go enjoy being with them and go enjoy the holidays and go enjoy all of that good stuff that goes along with it. So you know, go do that because you need a break. You need a break from these markets sometimes. So take the break and go enjoy it. And we will be streaming at you guys on Good Friday. You know, we'll be up, we'll be at it, we'll be streaming on Good Friday. We'll be doing our thing over here. So I just want to wish all of you guys a happy Thanksgiving, man, and go enjoy the holidays and go spend time with the people that you enjoy the most. And the markets will be here when you come back. They ain't going nowhere. So it'll be what it's gonna be. They'll be here, and you know, you're probably not gonna miss much, right? So with that, we're up out of here for the morning. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you guys on Friday. Enjoy yourself, man. Go get fat. Go eat all the turkey. Silmo, eat up all the damn turkey, man. Eat it all, man. Ken, appreciate you over there in the EU. Junior, eat up all the stuffing. You're a stuffing guy. Eat it all up. Oh man, Elmo, you just eat up every freaking thing, and because that's what you do. But everybody, we up out of here. Everybody have a good day. Peace.